Hello fellow school-going gamers, and if you are one, consider subscribing. My name is Vardhan, and today we have a slime block elevator. Now this is a showcase, tutorial, explanation and modifications video for you, and if you want to watch all of the cool modifications, good changes and why you should use this, make sure you watch the whole video. And anyways, let's start with the showcase. The reasons you should use this design are as follows. First of all, it's one wide. Oh come on. Who would not want a one wide elevator? Secondly, it's 2 block centered, so if you have a 2 block centered base, it works just fine. Okay, the next thing is because it's really lag friendly. Now the reason I made this design like so with the strings is because the only part that gets activated is the part with the string. So no longer if you have like accidentally activate this, will the whole thing activate and literally lag out your whole game. Only the parts that you're in are activated, and that's the best part about this design. Look, I stepped off there, nothing else is activated, and hence there's no lag. One wideness, I already told you, one wide is always great, and it's also quite resource light. So one layer uses 2 observers, 2 pistons, 1 slime block, 1 repeater, 1 restraint dust. That's all, and 2 pieces of string, of course. But yeah, that's like really cheap, right? Okay, anyways, that's the reason you should use it. Now let's just quickly walk in and I'll show you how this works. See? Really simple, really easy, nothing special. And now I'm not speeding any of this up, it's just normally just me going up. And as you can see, in like no time we have completely finished 100 blocks. That was 100 blocks, believe it or not. And this is like a really simple design. It's very easy to replicate again and again on top of each other. So yeah, here's the way to get down. Boom. And then you just hold spacebar and climb up the vines, or if you miss them, you have water here. See? Water everywhere. But yeah, that's how you get down, and of course, this whole thing is 1 wide. So yeah, it's a great design. So let me just quickly explain to you all how this works. So when you step in, this string changes its state. This observer detects that change of state, powers this block, powers this restraint dust, and this repeater is powered, which powers this piston. Now, because you're on this thing, it bounces you up and you hit this string. Now this observer detects change of state in this string and powers this piston. Then this piston pushes this block across and you are moved to this string. Then you change the state of this string. This observer detects that, powers this block, powering this redstone, which powers this repeater, and in turn powering this piston with the slime block on top of it. This launches you up, and then this whole process repeats, but it's mirrored. And then you go up, repeat, but mirrored, and the same thing goes on. You basically reach the top. And really at the top, the only difference is you only have a pushing mechanism, and there is no bouncing mechanism. And as you'll see here, this is only a pushing mechanism, and there's no thing to bounce you up. Yeah, that's how the whole thing works. So let's start with the tutorial. What you want to need to do is the block that you need to go up. Like, so if you want to end up on this block, like 400 blocks upwards, which is not possible, but 100 blocks upwards, you start by digging 2 blocks down on this one. You put your piston there, and then you put your slime block here, and then you surround it with immovable blocks, just like so. And then what you're gonna do is place a string, like just leave 1 block. So you place 1 string there, and then you put another string there, and then you have an observer detect that string, just facing towards that string. And then we have block here. Remove this obsidian, put this 5 concrete block, and then put a repeater on 4 ticks here, and then put a block there and a redstone dust on top of it. Now this is your launching mechanism. As you can see, it works just fine. Now let's make each station, and then you just have to replicate them alternatingly, but I'll just show you how to do that. So what you're gonna do is place a piston just above this string, break that, and then put another piston on the left of it. So of course you're going to bounce up this way, you need to be pushed this way. So the piston goes here. Then you put a slime block on top of it. Then you put 2 strings, just like so. And then you just remove the bottom string. And then you put 1 string on the right of it, just in line with this block. And then you put 2 observers facing right into each of the strings, just like so. And then you're going to put 1 block. So this one is of course the pushing mechanism. So just going to put a block there and a piston there, and then another block here, so that it can push you. Now you could remove this block, but for building in survival I would suggest this one is much better, because It just helps you place this piston, and also you don't have to come and remove it. So yeah, just keep it there. It does not matter really. And then what you're going to do for this side is put a block just in the line of the piston. Then you put a repeater on one tick, just going into this line block there. Then you put a block behind it, put some redstone dust on top of it, and then put a block behind the observer. Then what you're going to do is, because this line block is on the left, then you're going to place two pistons on the right, remove the bottom one, put a slime block on top of the piston, put two strings, remove the bottom one, just put one next to this other string. Then you're going to put two observers detecting each of the strings. Then because it's on the slime block is on the right side, we're going to go to the left side, and we're going to create a pushing mechanism just like I showed you. Block, piston, block, and this has to be a sticky piston. Then we're going to create this launching thing again. We're going to put a repeater, block, redstone dust, or just a block behind the observer. Just going to repeat that, and you can repeat it right up to the word limit from wiring 5 or 0, whatever you want, and just keep on continuing with it. I just quickly make one more so that you can just see how to make it if you really want to. And yeah, that is pretty much how you make this whole design. It's really simple, not very complex, and it's not use a lot of resources. Now it is quite fast for its size. So yeah, if you want to build this one, go ahead, and it's a really awesome one, and I can confirm it's a good thing if you want to build it. See, just works fine. And yeah, of course, the end mechanism is really important. I forgot to show you that, but wait. So if you want to end up on this block, what you're going to do is put a string right up on this block right there. Then you're going to put an observer facing it, which is going again into a block. Just the same thing like this, but on whatever side you want. So you're just going to put a piston there, a block there. So when you come up, it's going to just push you right away to the left side. See? Or if you want to end up on this side, what you can do is just mirror this and do the same thing, just like so. So it's going to push you on this block, of course, and then you're going to put your piston on the bottom of it, and then a block. See, all of your things are done. So if I'll just quickly go and show you that, boom, 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 bam. See, run, run, run. That's how you make the end and start. Now let's move on to the additions and modifications. Now this is like an upwards going elevator, but if you really want to come down on it, what you're gonna do is, so if I get pushed on the right side, then what you can do is just make something platform like that, and then take some vines and put them like so. Now I would honestly advise you to keep it like 3 high. So you're just gonna put a block there, put some vine, and destroy that block. 3 high is good enough for you to be catched, or you could just take some water and just put it right below the vines. Now I would suggest making it like this, so at least you don't take any damage, and you don't have any chance of getting any damage. But if you're really worried about it, this should work just fine. So I'll just quickly jump and show you how to do it. So what you're gonna do is just jump right in line with this block. So you wanna be like right next to this block and hold spacebar, okay? Boom. See? Done. And then you just land into the water. Or if you don't want to take the risk with the vines, if you're not really good at it, or just jump down, the water will catch you just fine. Yeah, the vines caught me, but whatever, you understand what I mean. And don't put ladders here, because ladders have a hitbox and vines don't have a hitbox, so you might get stuck on ladders and die. So yeah, that is how you make the ending. Now let me quickly show you the next modification. Now of course, the most important and critical thing is to make some stations, because if you can just go on 2 floors, that's pretty much useless. So if let's just say you have 3 floors in your whatever base, what you can do is create something like this. And what I would suggest here is put this on 4 ticks, and then you can use it normally if you really want, so that you have like an indication, because it's a little late, so you can just jump off like that. Or what you can do is something I would suggest, like, which is better, is just take this and put it here. So what you want to do is, because this just launches you upwards like this, so on this side, instead of putting it this way, you can put it this way. So it does make it not 1 wide, but this is just an addition. You can still get away with making it 1 wide, but now this will just push me onto this floor. And this does reduce the speed a little bit, but I think the functionality just trumps the speed thing, and then you're just gonna go again up. It works just fine. But the thing you gotta keep in mind is you have to put this on 4 ticks. or you could put it on 3 ticks if you really want. It's fine either way. But there's one weird thing going on with these things is, for some reason, at this layer, you cannot put this on 1 tick. It just does not work. You have to put this on 4 ticks. You can just see where I'm looking at. If this is on block level 80, you have to put this piston or this layer at 4 ticks. I don't know if it's something to do with chunks, because it's like a chunk border ending or something like that. But yeah, just if it does not work, just put the timing to 4 ticks and your elevator will just work just fine. The 1 tick just improves the speed, and if you want to make it more reliable, put it on 4 ticks. If you just want to come down on some certain floor, what I advise you to do is just use the vines and the trick and then just jump on like that. It's really easy and convenient. And if you want to continue, just leave your space bar and you will go down. So as you can see, if I just hold my shift key, I go down and then just leave it, and then you slowly go down the whole thing, and then you can just make your way down and then done. See, that is how you use the vines and all this stuff. So I just show you on a bigger scale as well if you really want to see it. Just quickly show you that you can really make it on any of the levels. So yeah, so if I just go up all the way, so I'm on the 100 block high elevator, and now I'm just going to jump down, hold my spacebar key, and see, I can make it onto this floor easily. And then if I just want to continue downwards, just leave that and go on to this one, or just want to go down, go to this one. See, it does really work. This design works with any 1 wide and 2 high mob. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you have any separate requests that you want me to fulfill or some special thing you want me to add, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, peace out.